Winter Wonderland tag. Plus, who is this? Today on Meema McLiving Healthy. Stay tuned. Hello. As I said in my intro, today's topic is Winter Wonderland tag. These questions were written by Roy from Recipes with Roy, and we were tagged by Jennifer at Embracing Chaos with Jenn. Now both of their links will be down in my description box. I'm going to tag Reno Outdoors. If Reno sounds familiar, you know who Reno is, but this is a completely different channel. If you enjoy outdoor life or hunting experiences, that's what that channel will be. So he also will be linked down in the description box. Now for the other part of today's topic, who's this? Because Papa has to be gone a lot this time of year for his work, I have asked my daughter-in-law to be with me today and do the questions. She graciously agreed to do it. But now I'll tell you something. She's a little nervous, so cut her a little slack. Hopefully, we'll have as good a time with daughter-in-law as you do with Papa. She's precious to me. So anyway, let's get started. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Question number 1. Would you rather go skiing, ice skating, or sledding? Now, since this is your first time, I'll answer the first couple of questions first. If I were 20 years younger, I would have a different answer. I only got to go skiing one time in my life, and that was about 27 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. But 27 years have passed, and my bones aren't quite as strong as they used to be. So I guess my second choice would be sledding. So that would be my answer to number 1. I'd rather go sledding.
Well, I've ice skated quite a bit. I enjoy it because when I was a little girl, I liked to roller skate. But I would love to go to Colorado and ski because I've never skied on like good snow. You know, we went to Mentone when I was a little girl and it was like ice. So I guess ice skating would have to be it.
Oh, ice skating or snow skiing?
Ice skating would be easier for me.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that.
I thought you were saying snow skiing.
Well, I'd love to do both, but ice skating would probably be easier.
And see, with me, ice skating, my ankles go like this, so it's not the most fun for me after about 10 minutes. Okay, number 2. Is snow a blessing or a curse? Well, we're from the South, and if we're having bad weather, then more than likely it's going to be ice or snow. So to compare those two, snow is a blessing because ice is a nightmare. And that's basically my answer. If we're going to have bad weather, I'd much rather it be snow than ice. Okay, daughter-in-law?
Well, I think it's a blessing because, you know, we don't get much of it. And so we stay at home when it snows. It's usually a snow day for us. And, you know, the first Christmas I had with my son, it snowed. And I feel like that was a little bit of a blessing. And every time we have a big snow, we go out and play in it. So I really love snow.
I do too. Okay, question number 3. What's your favorite holiday movie? Daughter-in-law?
I have a tie. And my tie is a Christmas movie and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I mean, every Christmas we watch A Christmas Story, and throughout the season we have to watch, you know, Christmas Vacation. So
Oh, I love Christmas Vacation. Didn't even think of that one. I too have three that I try to watch every Christmas. One of them is one she mentioned, A Christmas Story. That's one of my favorites. But my all-time favorite is It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart. I have to watch it every year. I cry every year when I watch it. I say lines when Jimmy's saying his lines because I love it so much. I've been watching it probably for about 40 years. Now, my number two is a real close second. I qualify it as my favorite holiday musical, and it's White Christmas. I love Danny Kaye. I loved all of his movies, and I love the dancing, and Bing Crosby just has a wonderful voice. So that's my number two, but my number one's got to be It's a Wonderful Life. There was nobody that could compare to Jimmy Stewart, my opinion. Okay, number four. What are your top three winter essentials? Do you want to answer that first, or you want me to?
Well,
I'll answer it.
okay, yeah, I'll let you.
Okay, all right. Number one, I always have to have, and I've got this on today, and it's not really even wintertime yet. I have to have a long sleeve turtleneck or mock turtleneck because I have such a sensitivity to cold now. Got to have my knee-high socks. I'm pointing to my knee, you can't even see it, but anyway, I got to have my knee-high socks. And the third thing is not just a winter essential, but it's a year-round essential, and I've got to have my bottled water. I never go anywhere without my bottled water. If I do, I feel lost.
Yeah.
Okay, daughter-in-law.
Well, a big jacket because I freeze easily also, and a blankie for my couch because I freeze also, and I guess the last thing would be the fire on in the living room. I love to have the fire on. We have a gas heat, and so that's what we like to do is warm up by the fire. Any chance we get, warm our buns.
Yeah, the blanket, I didn't even think about that. That would have been a good, but no.
And she's good to give us blankets every year for Christmas too, so.
I'm addicted to Berkshire.
Yeah, we love it.
Okay, let's go on to number five. Number five, would you rather warm up with hot chocolate or hot cider? You answer this one.
Definitely hot chocolate. I'll drink hot cider if I'm at a little store and they hand it to me, but I'd rather have hot chocolate.
Well, that's my answer too. She was nice about the hot cider. I don't like hot cider. I love apple juice, but I don't like hot cider. My oldest sister used to make it every Christmas and have it out, and they'd always say, "Get you some hot cider," and I would say, "No, I don't want it. No, thank you." That's what I'd always try to say. "No, thank you. I don't like it." So, hot chocolate. Now, I prefer, nowadays, hot coffee.
Yeah, me too.
But hot chocolate for those two, that's what I would pick. Okay, number six. What do you enjoy most about winter?
This was a hard one because I couldn't decide because, we don't really do a whole lot during winter time besides be inside. And I guess that would have to be sitting on the couch with my blanket. I don't know, because I don't have to go out to my garden like I do during the summertime, so I really don't have too much to do when it comes to what I love about winter. Because it's cold, and I don't like the cold. I like summer.
I mean, I understand this one was a toughie for me, but once I came up with an answer, I like my answer. In the wintertime, Papa allows me to make chili. He doesn't like to have chili during the summer months or any of the fall or spring. So in wintertime, I can make all the chili that I want to, and it is one of my favorite meals. Talking a little bit about Weight Watchers too, it is very low in personal points. So that's my answer is I'm able to make chili anytime I want to. When you know it'd be about food. All right, now let's go on to number 7. Do you prefer to travel or stay at home during the holidays?
Me. I'd rather stay at home. We went to the Smokies one year, and I did not like the traffic and the crowds, and so I'd rather stay at home. That's my preference.
You know, and if you're saying holiday is all the whole time, I did used to like to go to Florida the very last week of the year, and we don't get out when we're down there because obviously you can't swim that time of year, but that used to be a favorite thing for me to do. But now that Papa is gone so much, we don't go anywhere, so I guess I prefer to stay home because that's what I'm doing. So that's the best thing I know to say on that one.
Yeah, I didn't think about Florida. We do like to do that.
Yeah. I mean, but now we don't get around crowds. We just like, I mean, the weather's just a little more mild, and so we don't have to have the blankets as much. You can tell we're pretty cold-natured, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, number 8. What's your favorite winter activity? These are tough for us because we don't get out a whole lot during the winter.
No, and we don't have a whole lot of snow to say that we want to go skiing, sledding, whatever, but I guess mine is baking. I like to cook and do things during, especially during Christmas time. I like to make treats for my family and friends, so that would be my winter activity, I guess.
Oh, and she's good too. You know, I think I mentioned in an earlier video that her oatmeal chocolate cookies are my downfall sometime. I love them so much. Luckily, they're just little though, so I can do that. My favorite winter activity, we don't do it anymore, but for many, many years, my family would get together sometime between Christmas and New Year's and have a game night. And I used to love that so much. We still do it occasionally down in Florida when we're in Florida, but nothing like what we used to. When the kids would be home from college or during their break from school, it was a lot of fun. And I have a lot of good memories of that. Even when my parents were alive, we would do it some. But that was always my favorite winter activity is whenever we could have a game night.
I like that. We need to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to start that tradition all over again.
Let's do it this year.
Okay, down to question number 9. Ugly Christmas sweater or footy pajamas? Now I'll answer this one first.
Okay.
I would love to have some footy pajamas, but I don't have any. So I guess ugly Christmas sweater, especially since I've got one on right now. I used to have a lot of ugly Christmas sweaters when I was heavy, but once I lost weight, for some reason I stopped buying ugly Christmas sweaters. I guess I used them to camouflage, I don't know. But what would your answer be, daughter-in-law?
Well, my hubby got me a footy pajamas, gosh, over 15 years ago, and I like them a lot, but I haven't had any since. But I do like the occasional ugly Christmas sweater because it's fun. I like fun, so.
Yeah, I really like the ones that had the pom-poms on them and stuff.
Or lights.
Yeah, I never had one with lights. I had some friends that did, but my sister-in-law had several of them.
Well, my mother, she would wear them to school because she was a PE teacher.
Oh, okay.
And so they're actually still in her closet, and my sister wears them to school now because she's a teacher too. So
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea. Okay, we're down to the final question, and it is number 10. What would be your dream place to visit for the holiday season? Do you want to answer that first, or do you want me to?
I think I will.
Okay, you answer it.
My dream would be to go to Colorado where there's so much snow and it's just pretty and it just makes me think of Christmas, you And the skiing part, I'd like to try to learn to ski, so that would be my dream place to go for Christmas would be Colorado.
That's a real nice place too, because we went to Colorado when we went 27 years ago. Now mine, if we were talking 20 or 30 years ago, I would say Disney World. But right now, at the end of the year, I wouldn't be caught. I wouldn't be caught there because my daughter went a couple of times in between Christmas and New Year's, and there's millions of people at Disney World. So as much as I love Disney World, it's not my pick. Now, my pick, there's an operative word in this question. It's a place to visit. I will want to come back from this place, but I would love to be able to visit heaven for a few days, especially this Christmas. I so miss my oldest sister, and it's tough being the first one without her. I'd love to see my mother and daddy for just a little while, and I would be back. I'm not ready to go there for eternity yet, but I would love to visit heaven for just a little while to see my loved ones that are already there. Well, daughter-in-law, thank you so much. Like I said earlier, be nice to her. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and press that notification bell so that you'll get all our videos. Leave a comment below. Be nice. And if you think anybody else would enjoy this video, please share it. You got anything else to say, daughter-in-law?
Merry Christmas.
Oh, that's great. Well, until next time, goodbye.